Good morning. I welcome you once again to the mathematics class. And the topic for discussion today is our current topic, which is the laws of indices. And in our class today, we shall be discussing the product rule of indices. And by my book here, so let me start with an example. So mathematics laws of indices. So example 1 today, we are asked to simplify x raised to the power 5 raised to the power 3. X raised to the power 5 raised to the power 3 is the question which we are asked to solve. So to do this, there are two approaches to doing it. So solution. The first approach to doing it is to concept this thing, to perceive this thing as what you have inside the bracket. What it means is that what this element inside the bracket should be repeated this number of times. Don't forget, anything that is written in index form means that what such a thing should be repeated certain number of times. So since we have x raised to the power 5 bracket raised to the power 3, what this connotes or what this means is that what this element you are having inside the bracket should be repeated how many times? 3 times. So to solving it, I can say that x raised to the power 5 raised to the power 3 is equal to x raised to the power 5 multiplied by x raised to the power 5 multiplied by x raised to the power 5. And the result of multiplying this one is part of what we discussed in the previous class. So which means this here is x, this here is x, this here is s. So one x will be selected to do what? To serve as representative. And in a situation whereby such thing happens that we have to pick one to represent others, that shows that what? Multiplication in this time around changes its responsibility, changes its role, its functions into what? That of addition. And what is that addition going to add? It is going to add all the powers given to us. So which becomes 5 plus 5 plus 5. And that gives the value of x raised to the power 15. So with this question has been solved. Alternatively, that is in another way, what we are asked to do, x raised to the power 5 raised to the power 3 is the same thing as saying that x raised to the power, since this is a bracket, so it means the element here can multiply the element here. So which gives what? 5 multiplied by 3. And remember, the result of multiplying 5 by 3 gives what? 15. So when you compare the answer gotten here to that one to the one here, so we can also see that what? It is still the same result we have. So it is now left over to you as a student to pick which of the two methods you want to be using. Then the next example, example 2. So there we are going to simplify. We are going to simplify 2 raised to the power 3 raised to the power 5. 2 raised to the power 3 raised to the power 2. So this is what we are to do there. So the solution aspect of it. So we are going to say that 2 raised to the power 3 raised to the power 2. In the first instance, so if we are using the first method that I apply there, so what that means is what? This element you have inside the bracket should be repeated how many times? This number of times, which means 2 times. So that becomes 2 raised to the power 3 multiplied by 2 raised to the power 3. And the result of that is going to be 2 raised to the power 3 plus 3. And that gives what? 2 raised to the power 6. So if we want to simplify it fully, to the extent that we are going to arrive at the final answer, what we are going to do in that situation is we also give meaning to what is here. So the meaning of 2 raised to the power 6 as well is what? 2 should repeat itself 6 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times. So if you count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 has repeated itself how many times? 6 times, which gives the value of 2 times 2 4 times 2 8 times 2 16 times 2 32 times 2 64. So the answer there is 64. If we are also to apply the other method, alternatively here can be shortened to what? A liter. So which means 2 raised to the power 3 squared is the same thing as 2 raised to the power 3 times 2. Remember, the power here inside the bracket will multiply the power that we have outside, and that gives the value of what? 2 raised to the power 6. And from what we did above, we can observe that the value of 2 raised to the power 6 is equal to what? 64.